Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. On today's video, we are going to be trying to get this 1970 John Deere 110 hydraulic lift running. The special thing about this tractor is it is a patio tractor. It was painted over green. You see white coming through, but also the tape code says patio. For those of you who like to look that up. As most of you know that have been watching the channel, I have been looking for one of these tractors for years now. I finally have one. I am very happy about that. I bought it fairly close by to the house. I had started looking, 12, 14 hours away, looking around trying to find one of these. So for all the further this one was, I was pretty happy. The guy said that the engine was supposed to have been rebuilt. He thinks it has about 200 hours on the rebuilt engine. As you see, things are leaking everywhere. Not too concerned with that today. I have not checked over anything. I bought the tractor because I didn't care what condition it was in. It's what I was looking for. About half full on the oil, so that's fine. No fuel in it. That's good. Oh, that's bad. Tank needs a good, solid cleaning. So that's always great. So we might get it to pop off on ether today. I want to see if this thing will run to decide what I'm going to do with it. You see somebody's got a cigarette lighter in the dash. That's actually probably factory. Pretty bad shape, but it is exactly what I wanted, and it's fairly early 1970. 160,000 started 1970, so it's 689th one built in 1970. But enough of me yapping. Let's go over some things. To start with, got a quarter turn of play in steering. Big surprise, I suppose. We'll fix that later. Let's make sure the engine turns over and the transmission shifts. Oh boy, that transmission. Somebody likes to use second and reverse. Those are worn out, right? Engine does turn. Like I said, I did not check anything when I bought it because I've been looking for one so long. I just needed this tractor. Does turn. See a ton of mouse house in there right off the bat. See, there's a hole cut in the platform. I'm going to have to find a different platform for it when I redo it. As of right now, not really concerned about that. It does have some holes cut in the frame. We'll get those taken care of also when it's redone. This is just some sort of clusterfuff. I don't know what the heck is going on with that. Gonna ignore that for now. Looks like it's been welded on and stuff. It's not dirt. That's been welded up. Don't know why, but sure. Somebody's been in the wiring. So I'm sure that'll work good. The story on this tractor was the guy I bought it from, a friend of his ran it until the engine was so worn out it would not run anymore. It wouldn't even start because it was so low on compression. And he brought it to him and asked him about rebuilding it. And I guess the guy said that he could rebuild it, but it was going to be expensive. And the dude that owned the tractor said, nope, don't want to pay for that, and just left it sit for like 2 years. And then the guy's dad that had possession of it goes, hey, what are you doing with that? I want to rebuild it. So they talked to the guy that owned it, and I guess they bought it, and his dad supposedly went through the engine and rebuilt it. I don't know if that equals set of rings or full actual rebuild, but he said his dad probably put about 200 hours on it since the rebuild. That is possible. I'm not sure. There's no hour meter on it. I always put hour meters on my stuff when I rebuild it, and I always recommend it for others. But it does not have an hour meter, so that's his best guess. I'd like to try and get it running, see how good it runs or does not run, and then I'm going to go through it just like I did that 71-112 down there. Pop the hydraulic pump off. I'm going to go a little further with this one though and take the head off. I want to find out if the engine was rebuilt, but that is probably for another video. This is just going to be a fairly short video. I just want to see if this thing will pop off and try to start. So let's hop right into it and see if we can get it to crank up. Let's figure out which one's positive and which one's negative. This one here is positive and this one's negative. So the long one is negative. This one here is positive. I can do away with these bolts temporarily because I got bolts in this battery. Just toss them in the seat. First things first, it's got to turn over. Turns over with the key. Then we're going to shoot it with a shot of ether, see if it pops off. Right? Turns, but I need to tighten that up. Let me grab a wrench. Give her a try again. Wow, alright. Spins over pretty good. Let's get a can of ether. Let's give it a snort. See what it does. Huh. Well, that was almost too easy. What the heck? What's the deal here? I just have never. I suppose perhaps I should, like, hook up a temporary tank or something? I've just never had one go that easy. That's rare. That's weird. Not sure what the deal was. He said it's been sitting for lots of years since his dad did anything with it. Wow. Didn't even have to clean the points. Alright, well let's figure out a fuel situation. Let's do that one more time to make sure we're not crazy here. Come on. I don't believe it. It even throttled when I hit the throttle. What the heck? Alright, let's figure out a fuel situation. I might take that tank off and clean it out. Alright. Other tank's pretty dirty. I had this one on the shelf. I know it's green. It's supposed to be black. But we're going to use it temporarily. There we go. All right, we got gas coming through the line now. Let's see if it'll start without an ether. this off, it was rubbing. Oh, now we're burning off some oils. Let's get this thing pulled outside. Wow, the transmission is just so tight. Nope, it's junk. How it runs as good as it does is beyond me. It needs like nothing. These tires. Naturally, everything that's exciting happening always happens when the camera is off. As soon as I shut the camera off and got off of this thing, it died. So, see if it'll start up. It will, okay. I wonder why it did that. Alright, now I'm going to put some air in these tires. See if I turn off the camera, if it dies again. Alright, it has not died again. I've been sitting here, I aired up all the tires. And this one was backwards, so I flipped it around. I've got another air filter there that's cleaner than the one that was in it. So let's take this thing over, put the air filter back on. Fourth gear works too. This thing even has good brakes, which is also weird. Right, I've got the filter I'm going to use in the air pump. Now that the air filter is on it, let's take it out for a spin. I think I'm going to try and set the hood on it too. Well, looks kind of goofy because it's just sitting on there, not right, but better than it was. Came with that snowplow there too. Run third. Ignore that. This was in the locked position. everything seems to work pretty good on it. I've managed to get the gas shut off. Doesn't want to stay where I put it, but it'll be alright. Well, I guess we'll have to do a good cleanup on this tractor. And that way we can start using it. Put the hood on, all that happy stuff. So, that's going to be a wrap for this video. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like button. If you are not already, please consider subscribing. If you are interested in more content just like this, let me know what we should do with this next. Obviously, we will be keeping it and restoring it. But let me know if you guys want to see a video similar to what I just did on the 112, where I power washed and did a full service and went over everything. And if you want it in a different style, let me know that in the comments too. Again, thanks guys for watching, and I will catch you on the next one.